This is where the fun begins.
Well, hello everyone, and surprise, thought I would do a bit of review on a new fan film that came out regarding Heir to the Empire. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I watched pieces of it, and I thought we need to review this. When Darth Angelus did all his first installments, all his installments for the Heir to the Empire, we watched that as well as it developed, and I want to do a rewatch party for that, the whole damn thing together with you guys. However, I want to go ahead and review this because there's some things I do want to talk about within this. And fan films, does fan films regarding a book, should they still stick to the characters and what the story is and not putting in any new stuff in fan films? Because we have, the fan base has talked against not only what Star Wars under Disney has been and what they have done, but then also for the Ring of Powers, them inserting their own storylines in there that has nothing to do, and changing the story that has nothing to do with what Tolkien had written for these characters during that time. So we'll get into more of that. That's my question of the time. So I just want to say hello. We'll get started in about 5 minutes. So this gives you guys a chance to grab your snacks, your drinks, or what have you, and then we'll get started. So let's see who here is here. Darth Paws, what's up? Little babies couldn't handle critics, and then they banned me from their Discord. We'll talk about that here pretty soon, or in a few. Silver Org, hello, what's up? How are you doing? And of course, like I said, grab your snacks. Jim the Despot is here. Hang on. Got to get another beer. Awesome. Go get your beer. Jargon. And Vex is here. Hey, guys. How are you doing? Whoops. That moved on me. Darth Ghostface. What's up? I love your animation here. Like, cracks a cold one. I'm ready. Awesome. And let's see here. And a wave. Hello. How are you doing, Gordon? Who banned you from Discord, Darth? Well, the owner of, or the creator, not owner, the creator of the fan film we're going to view. And let's see here. He might tell the story in the chat. That's okay. Vex, I think it was Cantina Talks. Oh, or one of the mods from there. And Tehilium is here. Shalom, and good to see you all. It's great to see you as well. Let's see here. How's it going, everyone? Alora, Darth, Ghostface, Vax, Pause. Hey, or Vex, not Vax, sorry. Let's see here. Okay, so stay tuned for his next live, and you'll get the whole lowdown. So the plot thickens. Dun, dun, dun. And Melissa Lord, one of the channel members. And again, you guys, if you haven't had a chance to become a channel member, please do so. Because I am planning a listen party for this book here. We'll listen and discuss it in the chat, so stay tuned for that. I'm scheduling it for March, but let me go ahead and just think about day and time that is sufficient for everybody. I would love to have you guys, all of you guys, in there with us. Let's see here. Jordan Star Wars is here. Hello. And Darth Ghostface has become a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And I'm going to play this for you because why not? Let me see. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Calf. Lots of it. For me and for the ready room. I have a feeling this mission is not one we can fly in our sleep.
All right. Gaff. We need lots of it. Yep. And that was Wedge and Tilly's from Krytos Trap. Let's see here. And who else is coming in here that I haven't said hello to? Hello, the backseater. Let's play in commentary. Hello, and Andres. What happened? We're getting ready to review. So that's all. So I finally decided to renew my membership after saving up on some money to deal with inflation. All right, that's cool. Thank you so much for returning back as a member. All right, let me see. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I'm going to still be with you guys. It's just going to be the full screen, and we are going to review this show. I'm going to pause. I may pause. There's a couple of things that I want to point out as well. Is it okay for liberties to be taken to change things? Think about that. You know, a beloved story such as Heir to the Empire. Would you get mad if Disney took liberties to change things in Heir to the Empire if they did a show? So why wouldn't you get mad or upset about a creator, fan film creator? You know? All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up. Let's see here. All right, so this is the show. And of course, it is Heir to the Empire, an anime episode 1 fan film. So there we go. Let me go ahead and just zoom out a little tiny bit. I don't do full screen because then I don't have full control of everything that I need to. So, all right. Let's see here. Mike Casillas is here. How are you doing? I saw earlier the ending credits are funny and someone is one of the voice actors. No, it shouldn't depend on the liberties. Because then you can say, oh, because I like it, it's okay, but no. Let's see here. We will see how much this person changes the Heir story. No changes should be made at all. So just say one of the characters is not who he is supposed to be at the end. So let's go ahead and begin this. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks. Got another minute. We're going to start. Give you a chance to run to your fridge. Get yourself to the fridge, grab yourself a snack, get comfortable because we are going to do this. Yeah. All right. Now. Now, okay, so I'm going to critique this. This is a long ass crawl. They should have ended at this part where it has the New Republic at the end of the paragraph. That's all we need to know. If you have ever watched George Lucas's development of Star Wars or A New Hope, you could see if you do your research, you can see how long it used to be and how much they cut out of it to make it more concise, I guess you could say. Hey, George Lucas is here.
Hello, Luke. It's been a while.
Yes.
Okay, so I know this is such a amazing point in between the two after Ben has been killed or got one or became one with the Force. But Luke, he looks too feminine here. Like you can see Ben's face, he's fine, whatever. But Luke's face, I'm sorry, it was off to me.
And my time with you is coming to an end. My journey must continue on through the Force.
You can't go.
See, this is what I mean. Yeah, okay, let's go.
I need you here.
It is time for you to train a new generation of Jedi. Not as the last of the old, but as the first of the new.
What if I need your guidance?
Call upon the Force, Luke. It will always be your ally.
Okay, so that last bit was never in the dialogue. However, it is what it is, right? I think that they should have used the whole dialogue between the two in this. That would have been amazing. Like when you watched Darth Angelus's version, it has the whole dialogue because it has him worrying and it has him contemplating and stuff like that. And so this is just me pointing out like, they should have kept the whole dialogue the same.
Yes, Master.
Master Luke, is everything all right?
I was just saying goodbye to an old friend.
Mistress Leia was concerned and asked me to check on you.
She's been practicing her Jedi skills. Tell her everything's fine, and that she should get some rest.
I will, sir, but I'm afraid she hasn't been sleeping well. But with Han Solo still away, and the morning sickness, of course, these winds will certainly change things around here.
Okay, I'm gonna pause here and see what you guys are saying in the comments here. I would say for important quotes and monologues, keep the text as close as it is in the book, even if you are trying to abridge. If you trim so much, you lose the much. He lost a lot of substance in this. So yeah. Ancient One is here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Missed you. I'm glad you're here. I would say for important quotes. Oh yeah, I read that one. Who are voice actors? We'll find out here pretty soon. Luke reminds me of Moro Ray from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. So I don't know much of that. So thank you for pointing that out, Jim the Despot. I like the anime art style, but I understand it's not for everyone, and that's fine if you do. All right, let me go ahead and go back and turn that back on. Now we're on Tatooine when Han is recruiting.
That's right, Dravis. We're looking to hire smugglers.
Okay. Does this have something to do with the New Republic's ongoing fight with the Empire?
No. What we need is to get the trade routes going again.
Ha! Come on, Solo. You know these smugglers.
Okay, so Han's face doesn't look as bad. I don't know why they made Luke look feminine, but anyways. And I don't believe Wedge was Wedge in his flight suit during the time? Because I don't think, like him and the other pilot that was in there with Han, I don't think they were in their flight suits.
Smugglers don't want to answer to nobody.
Hey, everyone answers to someone. Now, that used to be Jabba, but who's the big fish these days?
Well, I guess it's no secret. I'd put my money on Talon Card.
Talon Card, huh? Well, where can I find them?
You'd like to know, wouldn't you?
Yes, it's very much abridged. Very, very much abridged. We know that.
Mara, come in, please. Have a seat.
Oh my God, his voice. I'm so sorry. Michael Thompson does Talon Card's voice so much better. I'm so sorry. I had to pause that because it's making me laugh. Who are the voice actors here in this film? I don't know. The buildings look like they belong in a citadel on Mos in Mass Effect, not Coruscant. All right, let's go back to this. I'm sorry, that just cracked me up. I just cracked me up.
So, what's this about, Card?
This is merely a business meeting. I want to discuss your promotion.
Promotion, huh? I've only been with the group for 6 months.
Okay,
Time
her
has
voice
never
too?
been.
Holy crap. I guess being spoiled by Mark Thompson. His voice for these characters. Because Mara sounds so fucking snotty here. I mean, there are people criticize her that she is snotty. Like some of them are like, we don't like her because she's appeared snotty from the start ever. But her voice, I'm sorry, I just it does not fit their faces. It does not fit who they are. Like even without even hearing Mark Thompson's voice for them, I wouldn't hear her voice as such because she's such a badass. That voice doesn't fit the persona.
As important as ability and results.
I've been lucky.
I don't believe in luck. And that is why you're going to be my second in command.
If you give me that much authority, I'll use it.
Yes.
It's Heir, sir. We've got an Imperial Star Destroyer in orbit. We believe it to be the Chimera.
Give me a hailing.
Yes, sir. Coming through on screen now.
Imperial Star Destroyer Chimera. I am telling Guard. How may I be of assistance?
This is Captain Pelion. We are in no need of assistance. We are only...
His poor mustache. I'm so sorry, but it's like bigger than the mouth. It doesn't frame it just right. I'm sorry. Okay, let's just continue.
here to collect some specimens from the forest.
I think you and Grand Admiral Thrawn will find collecting Islamari to be very difficult. Yes. I know of the Grand Admiral. Allow me to send some assistance your way, free of charge.
Your generosity will be remembered.
They're going after Skywalker.
All right. Okay, so here we go. Let me go ahead and rewind back onto that point. All right, this is one thing that I seen that I wanted to like critique. Not Pelion, but even Pelion, but Thrawn would not have a Star Destroyer like that painted the way it is. It was all about the clean appearance of the fleet and of his command. So they took liberties to paint, I guess they're trying to say that's the Chimera animal there. And so they took liberties to paint that on there for whatever reason. I don't know if you guys mind this or not, but let me know. Let me see. Man, my scroll button didn't move with you guys' chat. So let's see. This voice acting. This voice acting is for kids. One piece dub bad. Thank you so much for gifting 5 Star Wars memberships, SWA. You are friggin' amazing. Thank you so much. And I think we'll go ahead and reward you with something here. I hardly do this, but why not? And I keep on grabbing the wrong one. Let's see here. What do I want to pull up for you? This one.
I love you.
I know.
And thank you so much. So let me see what you guys are saying here. Skipping over Thrawn's intro misses the point of the character. Yeah, so this is a very abridged, but there needed to be that introduction to Thrawn in the beginning as well. You know, I get that. Oh, let's show Luke first or whatever, but that is something that we needed to see. He's such a pivotal character in this whole thing. Let me see here. They painted it in Star Wars Rebels. I called it out in Discord. You know, it's been a while since I viewed the Rebels, but I've never viewed like the whole thing. I've only pulled up scenes and stuff to research. And so they are putting Disney Star Wars into a non-Disney Star Wars lore. Oh God! Now I'm dreading how the AI messes up Rook and the Nogri. You just wait and see. Okay, let me go. Let me go back and let's finish.
Dispatched to the surface to collect the specimens.
Good. One more piece of the puzzle complete.
What exactly is?
All right, so a quick critique on this right here. They don't have the high V-shaped brow line, but it's hinted there in a sense by the two. I don't know if you see my cursor, by the two brow or stress lines instead of one. So almost the same, but not quite. So I don't know. That's just something I've noticed, but it's not the Disney version, or it doesn't feel like the Disney version. Okay.
Look, Mountis.
I thought the Emperor had.
So there is Rook. So there's the Nogri. So those who wanted to know about how they look, let me know what you think. He sounds like a Nemoidian. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to think about. That like how to nail that down. Like he sounded very, very familiar. Love how it just recommends Darth Angelus's version, right? Let's see here. And all right, let's go back.
Yes, and none more important than here.
I'm not sure I like Ron's voice either.
Are you the guardian of the mountain?
I killed him.
Stand down, Rook. I am Grand Admiral Thrawn, Warlord of Yem. Who are you?
Mace Windu.
Okay, so this is the Liberty. This is the Liberty taken. They changed Sabaoth to Mace Windu. The subtitle says Miss Windu. They changed Sabaoth to Mace Windu. This is why I asked you guys about the liberties. The liberties taken. Yup, what? This is why I asked you guys, what do you feel about the liberties taken to change a character or a story or whatever, no matter if it's fan film or not? We can get pissed off at Disney all we want about shit, but then we should act or not act. We should apply the same towards these fan filmmakers. Hey, Soul Assassin, what's up? We just got to the end of it with Mace Windu. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but the creator of this fan film took liberties to change Sabaoth to Mace Windu. And then Vex says, I feel like they only did this because Theory's fan film has Mace. And he says, I think it's a fan film, so let them have their fun with the lore. My point is, if we're going to be upset about changes Disney could make, like, or even Amazon can make with like the rings of power, then we should have the same standards no matter what. If you want to change stores, don't call it Heir to the Empire. That's my point. Mike Cassia says, I was just confused when I saw it earlier. I knew Mace Windu wasn't in the story. Some of these fan films are just as bad as Disney Exhibit Theory fan film. If you want to connect, Heir to the prequels, you could have flashbacks with Joris in the Jedi Temple, or yeah. Don't replace the character with any other prominent one. And that's the thing is like, okay, so they're going to make him into a bad guy. Why would Mace be someone like this? And why would he then want to fight for the Empire? Okay, let's go ahead and finish this up.
Jedi Master. And now, you die.
So here's all. Talon Card is Cantina Talk. That was so fucking funny. All right, and then we can go straight to this if we want to right now. Chapter 24. All right, and it started. I'm gonna go ahead and play this while we talk. Oh God, it's loud.
I must apologize for chasing you out like that,
Just go ahead
particularly
and
in the
watch it
middle of
while
a
we end
meal.
this.
Not exactly the sort of hospitality we strive for here.
Let's see here.
No problem. What was that all about, anyway?
Nothing
Thought they bounced.
People with whom I've had dealings dropped by unexpectedly.
Ah, so
Now,
you're working
his
directly
voice-
for the Empire now?
Again?
I'm sorry, sir.
Now his voice sounds a lot better, even though I still felt that it was slightly off. Sounds a lot better than Cantina Talk's voice for Talon Card. Soul Assassin, did you hear Talon Card's voice? I want to know what you feel about that. So let me go ahead and go back, and let's go ahead and go back to that that part. Let me see here. All right. Let's see here. Let's play this back.
Come in, please. Have a seat.
So, what's this about, Card?
This is merely a business meeting. I want to discuss your promotion.
Promotion, huh? I've only been with the group for 6 months.
Okay, so that voice fucking drives me crazy. Watch OG with the fan films and Sam Jackson being part of the halftime show, and I bet they're thinking that bringing back Windu ruin another legacy character. That is horrible. It's a white boy trying to sound like a Mexican guy. That's so fucking horrible. That is horrible. Sounds like the stereotypical voice. Exactly. He didn't have to make him sound that way. Like Mark Thompson is someone that really gave him this moody voice that kind of sounds like Latin, I guess you could say. But Latin can be a dialect that's not just pertaining to Spanish. But this voice is horrible.
Time has never been as important as ability and results.
This is so fucking bad. And then Mara Jade's voice is terrible too, because she doesn't like Mara. She's not this she's not the snobby sounding chick. The voice does not go with her persona. She's a badass, so this doesn't sound like that. So I just wanted to bring that by you, Soul Assassin, on that voice for Talon Card. And that's Cantina talk, trying to be Mexican. To be fair, I grew my hair and beard out. I might look like that Talon Card animation, but I bet you probably sound better and more authentic then. Damn, I have 106 people watching. Thank you guys for hopping in and watching this fan review and critique. All of that. This is anime kind of, vibes here. I did not like how Luke was depicted, and I'm going to go ahead and rewind that back to Luke. Let me see here. Oops, that's the like Obi-Wan looks great. Hands down, he looks great. But let me see here. Where is it at? Where is his face? Where's a good clip for that? Oh, it has to play.
Old, but as the first of the new.
What if I need your guidance?
Call upon the Force, Luke. It will always be your ally.
You just call upon the Force, of course.
Yes,
like they should not have split up that dialogue or rewritten that dialogue. They should have kept that dialogue intact. Wow, thank you, Darth Ghostface, for, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for helping out. Woohoo! Let me see. Let me find something here for you. Let's see here. Let's play this.
Is something that came a little later. When we started building Jedis, we had a lot of Jedis, and we needed more and more Jedis. As we were doing them toward the end, we ended up with a lot of Jedis that looked like people that worked at ILM, with these short little haircuts and looked like they stepped out from behind a computer. And so I was saying we have to get more exotic Jedis, and so we only have so much resources to do these things with. But I do have Twi'leks because we use them quite a bit in other areas in the Senate and as background action. So I have a sort of a wardrobe and a setup of certain kinds of characters. So it was a way of reinventing some of those characters. And I had realized that we had a comic book that has a Twi'lek in it that is a Jedi. There's a whole series actually of her. And I said, well, why don't we put her in this? I mean, she's a comic character, but we'll just fit her in and have her be a background character because that's exotic. That's how the Twi'lek Jedi ended up in the backgrounds of these shots, was to try to use some of the work and effort that the guys in the comic book world had put into things and characters they had created.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Darth Ghostface 20. Thank you so much. Electronic progression. Hello, how are you doing? So I'm going to keep an eye on this development. We'll probably do episode 2 as well. We'll follow it like we did Darth Angelus's version. And then we'll compare and contrast between the two. However, I do want to do a full watch party for the whole Heir to the Empire that he did. Because we did follow, like on my channel, we watched episodes. Then we watched, I think, 6 in a row at one point, or half and half from when he began and then when he ended. So I want to go back and have us all watch that together, subscribers and members together, just to get the feel of this whole thing. Yes, that's abridged, but not as abridged as this. He did keep a lot of important dialogue. There are some things that were slightly changed that I talked about when I reviewed it at the time. His animation from the beginning versus the end, you see a lot of improvements. So that would be a joy to do with you guys. So let's see here. I'm looking at my calendar right now. So on the 16th at 7:40, we're going to come back and watch Darth Angelus's Heir to the Empire, the complete one, all together. So mark that on your guys' calendars. Love to watch it with you guys. And of course, I might stop and talk like I did here. So let's watch it together. Some of you guys might have been with me as we review Darth Angelus's version of Heir to the Empire. But with this one here, we are going to keep an eye on this. And yes, I'm going to critique it. I'm going to give my opinion on the animation, on the dialogue, on the voice acting, on even the replacement of characters. You know, Mace does not belong in this. He has never been a part of the story. I could tell that this is something that was done because the person probably liked Mace. And we know Mace died, and that was a publication that was even talked about in one of the insider publications. And even Samuel L. Jackson says that Mace died at the time. And that's an insider. And I have to pull, I don't remember the number of it or what year it was, but that was during the time, just like shortly after, or just soon after Revenge of the Sith came out. So this is very off. Juris Sabayoth is a character that was expanded on and has backstory to take him out. He's even part of the PT era. He's not in the movies. That's fine. We don't need a PT movie character in something where in a place they don't belong. He died. So this is by Jar Jar Jargon. And, you know, so it's not my favorite. It's not the best, but we'll keep track of this. We'll keep watching it. Maybe our episode 2 will be a little better. So what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button, Soul Assassin says. Jar Jar needs to learn how to take criticism. I agree. How are you going to be a creator of a fan film trying to serve fans and can't take criticism of anything that you've done, especially when you take liberties to change a character? Stand by that shit. Stand strong. Right? Stand strong. Bounce. Let's see here. Their Discord couldn't handle the power of Darth Kid the Based. That's his nickname now, Darth Kid the Based. Let's see here. And I'm going to give this guy a piece of my mind. Be right back. I'm pretty sure someone from that group is watching, and that's fine. As an artist, I get criticism for or criticized for my art. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people like my ideas, some people don't. And that's fine. All it does is make you a stronger person when it comes to your passion of creating, right? If you stand by, changing a character and putting a character that doesn't belong there, then stand by that shit, but don't block people for that. Don't block people for that opinion of someone else saying that they don't agree with you about changing the character. Just stand by your point. You know, so take that criticism, stand by your point if that's something you want to have made, and go from there. If you know you've done bad and you can't stand that by your actions, and then so you take actions to block criticism, then that shares that you weren't being honest with yourself or anybody else, that you don't stand by your own volition of your creation, right? So, but that's all I gotta say about that. Like an artist to artist, whatever. Stand by your creation, even the changes people may not like. I don't like it. I think you should have, like, this is very abridged, which is fine because you're trying to knock out a certain part of the book within one episode, kind of like what Darth Angelus did. But I don't think it was necessary to change Sabayoth to Mace Windu. I think it's very misleading, and it kind of takes people out of the story because they're wanting to see something. They're wanting to see your version of the book, and Mace does not belong in that book. Let me see here. My brain just had a moment. They're pulling another Maul moment. Bringing Windu back would take Anakin's moment like they did to Kenobi with Maul. Correct. Yeah, there's that whole story there. If you want to bring Maul or Mace back, do a completely new Star Wars fan fictions. There's so many of them out there. I have reviewed them. Do that. If you can't handle criticism, stop making art. Correct. It got Disney-fied. It sure did. Let's see here. This has already ruined Mace instead of Sabayoth. Yeah, 2 thumbs down. Yep, I agree. It was jarring. It was fucking jarring. Sabayoth character is already a badass. He didn't need to be changed. Mace Windu's death is pivotal moment for Anakin's turn to the dark side. And also for Palpatine too, in a sense. That moment of him sharing who he really is, how he manipulates, that's such a pivotal moment there. And also with his strength with Force Lightning, because he is one of the most strongest dark side user when it comes to utilizing the Force Lightning. Yeah, no Sabayoth equals no real heir. No real heir. You know, so I mean, the criticism of changing a character far over, you know, is much more than how Luke looks, you know, but you know, this is anime. They're going along the lines of anime with these characters. That's their thing. We got Star Wars anime here, right? But changing the character, no. Just like Skeleton Crew, penultimate episode ending, lightsabers. Oh my gosh, Mace. Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't know anything about like Skeleton Crew, other than what reviews I've seen of it, like that I have watched and stuff. So I can't really, you know, say anything according to that. But there you are. There you guys are. So we'll keep track of this. We'll do watch parties. If we do it every Sunday at 7:40 when it comes out, then we'll do that. So stay tuned for that. This will be something where we meet and have fun watching this fan film and, you know, and giving what we like and what we don't like about that. So with that being said, what did you like about this, you guys? Going into a more, going more into the criticism, because you can criticize both good and bad, if that's what you want to call it. Criticism is just criticism, whether it's good or bad. So what did you like about this? George Lucas says, yes, Palpatine fully reveals himself to Anakin at the moment, and Anakin must decide who he will serve. Correct. It was the moment of truth, forced to choose between Mace and Palpatine. Anakin chose wrong and fell to the darkness. I didn't like it at all, Darth Ghostface says. All right, and let's see here. All right, and so like if just let me know like what you liked, what you didn't like about this, and we're gonna start closing. We're coming up on 45 minutes. Just wanted to get a talk. Is there a scene that you guys want to go and see or anything? I can fast forward or rewind or whatever. Let's see here. Let's see here. The skyline there looks okay. It's similar to a Coruscant skyline. Let's see here. The animation is good. Reminds me of the 80s anime, but the voice needs an update. The voices need update. I agree. I literally, like, you missed it, Soul Assassin. I had to pause the minute Mara started speaking. Was it Mara or was it Talon Card? Talon Card. The minute he started speaking, I was cracking up. And I probably did that with Mara too. Let's see here. Everything about this quote unquote fan film sucked. Mike Cass, it wouldn't surprise me if that's true. I wonder what they are saying in the comments. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. So this is the statement from Jar Jargons. Thank you all who watched and to everyone who lent their talents to the project. This wouldn't be possible without any of you. I'm sure some of you will have questions by the time you finish this episode, so ask away. I'll try to get to all of them. Regarding the story change in the end, for a long time, the biggest only complaint with the Zombooks has been that they directly connect to the prequels, which came out several years later. In many ways, We are attempting to tie the story to 1 through 6 as much as possible by changing around a few elements. It will not impact the overall story and where the characters land. If you want to be part of the project, join our Discord, and that's the Discord. All right. So it was connected historically to the prequels before they came out, correct? But you don't need a movie character to validate that its connection to the prequel era. And having Joruus Sabayoth validates that. You don't need to bring in Mace Windu to act in place of Sabayoth. So I bet you they're going to say that they found him or he survived. Either one, he survived and he's mad Jedi now, or they cloned him and he's this mad Jedi. But so I don't know. I don't think Jar Jar Jargon knows much about the overall lore, because you don't need it to connect to the movies like he's saying to be part of the prequel era. You don't need that. You don't need that whatsoever. And in fact, because the story is such a beloved story, it's jarring when you see Mace in there. Because that's one clip I seen. And I was like, what the hell? And then people are asking me if I'm going to review this fan film, if I'm going to talk about it. And I have 127 people watching. Thank you for tuning in. Because I did view Darth Angelus's. And so far, I'm liking his much better. But it's jarring. It's like the same thought that Disney Lucasfilm puts out there, that you have to have these member berries in order for it to all connect. No, you fucking don't. You don't need to put Mace Windu in here. He doesn't belong in here. All right, let's go ahead and view the rest of these. The fans. Fine, I'll do it myself. I don't know what that's about. Okay, we will watch your career with great interest. I'm sorry, but that made me laugh. And the Cantina band is still playing the same song all these years. Well, when you listen to the abridged version, no, I'm sorry, take that back. When you listen to the audible version with Mark Thompson's voice and that Cantina scene, it's not the same. It's not the same. So you could have switched it up. I was not expecting Mace Windu plot twist. So, oh my God. People are going to take this, oh, plot twist. It's a fan film. You know what? Okay, so then don't be pissed off when Disney changes anything of Star Wars you don't want to be changed. And don't be pissed off at the Ring of Power for doing the changes they did. Kathleen Kennedy, Rian Johnson, and J.J. Abrams, there's not a lot of material to use for a sequel trilogy. That has nothing to do with this. And they did. Jar Jar did just the same damn thing as these guys did by changing a character. So I rethink what you said here, dude. And this is Captain Cito. Love this. I generally believe that a lot of classic EU novels can be turned into great animated movies. But you need to keep consistency. Yes, there's going to be like dialogue going to be cut, changed up or whatever, but you need to be consistent and not changing characters because you feel, oh God, if we don't show a movie character from the PT, it's not connecting. That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. Let's see here. Honestly, it is a prequel movie that should have had Sabayoth in some capacity. J.J. Abrams, the destroyer of franchises. I agree. Darth Angelus, heir to the Empire. So that's his fan film. We'll watch this next Sunday, 7:40. So stay tuned for that. Let's see here. What else are you guys saying? Fine, I'll do it myself as an MCU reference. I don't know much about that, so thank you for pointing that out. All right, let's see here. I remember back in November how all the big channels were gushing over the Star Trek video. Yeah. All right, and let's go and continue on. The first 3 minutes is already instantly better than all of Disney Star Wars. Star Wars gave up on the fans, and the fans did not give up on Star Wars. Well, when you start like cheering on bad, like the best of the worst of Disney Star Wars, you're still helping them succeed in a sense, I guess you could say. I don't know. That's just may have not, I don't know. I'm just at a loss of words with people and their takes about Star Wars these days and the franchise and how they're anti-Disney Star Wars, but then yet they will go and support anyways the best of the worst. It's like the bar is so fucking low. It's like you're still walling in the shit. Okay. I love how Heir to the Empire got a completed animation adaptation by Darth Angelus over the course of several years, and now it's getting an anime adapt. Again, hands down, between the two so far, I am up for Darth Angelus's version. Even if it was made by AI, at least it was done with real voice actors, and holy shit, was it terrible. You got a white boy. Okay, so is Cantina Talks. Is he a white boy? I think he is. So you have a white boy trying to talk like a Latin man or Hispanic man for talent card. Holy fucking shit. Okay, that's so fucking funny. That is so funny. A year ago, I read Heir to the Empire, and it completely changed my perspective of Star Wars. I know Disney will never make this, and I am glad that they're going to make this. That's me saying this, not what this person's saying. And I'm so excited you finished this project. Thank you for bringing my favorite Star Wars story to life. Okay, if this is your favorite, Mr. Star Wars Busby, then you probably shouldn't be too thrilled about changing Sabayoth. I don't know. Just me. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Let's see here. They don't even need storyboards. Heir to the Empire is already, yeah. Okay, thank you for bringing that up, because they could pull up the comics and just use the script for that. I think I'm just missing Last Command. I need to get the Last Command. I don't have it, but I have all the originals from the first two. You can use that as your script. And there you go. There you go. Thank you for bringing that up. Let me see. Speaking of Disney, after leaving the screen room for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I had an unexpected talk with the person who runs the theater, and it confirmed my suspicions. Okay. All right. So what's your suspicions? You're probably typing it out right now. The quote-unquote fan film, laugh out, it's a fan film, dude. Why Sonic the Hedgehog 3 didn't make so as much than it should have in the worldwide box office? The Walt Disney Company did indeed bully the theaters. The Last Command is my favorite trilogy of the trilogy. That's cool. I love that. I've seen better fan films. The fighter anime that took the animated 5 years to animated 5 years to make. Revan versus Malak animation. Kenobi versus Anakin in the TCW animation. Yeah, Soul Assassin shares a lot with me when it comes to some of these fan-made stuff. And just like these fan-made stuff, make something different. Don't put Mace in a story where he doesn't belong because you feel, oh, it needs to connect to the PT. It already does through George Sabayoth. It doesn't have to connect to the movies. The movie, it's still in the PT. It's still in the same era. We don't need this member berries and then also destroying Mace's character. All right, let's see. The entire Thrawn trilogy is actually overrated. Yeah, I know. I remember a fan film was one guy in his basement are a small group of friends doing something out of passion. Let's see here. There's no reason to use AI when you can just hire actual animators. Well, now that convenient thing is here. AI is here. It's crazy. I'm not a huge fan of it as an artist, but that's just me. And we're not going to get into it, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Fan films don't need a Hollywood budget, but they do require fans to make them. Let's see here. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and I want to see what else people are saying. We'll read a couple more. So Oracle H5G. Okay, this is perfect. It needs to be remade as a live action movie with no script changes whatsoever. Just recast all of the major characters realistically with young actors without using CGI. De-aging process, and it should continue in the canon after. Oh, hell fucking no. Don't put this in. The canon is not Disney Star Wars. The canon is George Lucas era. But if you're talking about Disney, hell to the fucking no. Let's see here. I remember stop motion Lego fan film back in the day. Those were fun to watch. Oh, yeah. All right, you guys. I think I'm done with this. I think you guys probably are too. We will continue on watching. Maybe part 2 or episode 2 will be a little bit more better, but who knows? Because we're going to get the continuation of this wannabe Mace as Sabaoth. So we'll see what comes of that. Again, either he's deranged, mad, lost his mind after his fall to his death, or this is a clone. Because he said, Jar Jar Jargon said that it hasn't really changed. Bullshit. So this means that he has to be a clone. That Mace is a motherfucking clone. What do you guys think about that? Mace is a motherfucking clone. All right. So we do have like a lot of gifted fan memberships here. So I'm going to look at my calendar, and by or before or during CAF Chat this Thursday, I am going to announce our Dark Empire Soldier for the Empire, or Dark Empire, Dark Forces Soldier for the Empire membership listen, because it's not necessarily a watch, it's a listen. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to schedule that. And once I have the link set up and stuff like that, all you got to do is click on the link, and it's going to be for members. And I'm going to send the link out to my mods and members and mods. And all you guys do is sign up for it. And when it's time to meet up for that, you just click on the link and we'll watch it. It's not going to be live. It's going to be more like a Zoom call, I guess you can say. And then once we're done, you can, any member who has missed can go back and watch it, or you guys can go back and watch the replay, I guess you can say, but only for members. So it's still going to be part of StreamYard. It's just that it's their like their conference version of this, and it's perfect for that kind of thing, especially when you're watching shows that you can get copyright strike or they can shut your stuff down. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited. So we have the listen and discuss. So we're listening to the book Soldier for the Empire, Kyle Katarn, and we will discuss it in the chat. I won't be stopping it unless I really, really feel that I need to stop it. But I won't be stopping it, and we'll be discussing it in the chat. And for those of you guys that never read the Dark Forces trilogy, but played the game, this is going to be a treat. But if you haven't played the game, or you haven't listened or read the trilogy, this is still going to be a treat, because it's going to get you into the lore, especially with Kyle Katarn and Jan Ors. And yeah, so thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you for the membership gifts. You guys are fucking amazing. And thank you for sitting with me in this little bit, almost 8 minutes of a fan film of Heir to the Empire, listening to my critique and listening to me being discouraged with the decisions that were taken towards this. You could say, oh, well, she's a purist. Oh, well, you know what? if you're going to do an adaptation, keep to the characters that are in there. If you don't, I don't want to hear you bitch and complain about like these bigger franchises who have the license to do this and make changes. I don't want to hear you bitch and complain. I think it should be even across the board, fans to the actual professional creators, I guess you can say. You know? If you absolutely want to bring Mace Windu back, then make a whole complete different story. And that's my stance on that, you know? And, but if you, this is not a echo chamber. So if you don't agree with me, that's fine. I don't care. This is my stance on that as a creator myself. And thank you, Toxic Man Baby, for subscribing. You are freaking amazing. Let me go ahead and play something for you. Let's play this. This is fun because Calf Chat is the main live that we get together, Toxic Man Baby, every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. And we sit and talk about Star Wars lore. Right now, the topic is New Jedi Order. Then we talk about Lucas Facts, Book of the Week, and Cringe Factor. So it's a place to sit down and just nerd out about Star Wars together every Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Calf. Lots of it. For me and for the Ready Room. I have a feeling this mission is not one we can fly in our sleep.
So as we end, I think it is crucial to end with this.
Someone asked me to give the best reason why someone should read the Expanded Universe. After giving it a lot of thought, here's what I have to say. The Expanded Universe respects the reader. In the Expanded Universe, Luke Skywalker's optimism continues where it left off in Return of the Jedi. He's fulfilled hope to the galaxy, just like Obi-Wan said he would, not like the Disney movies where he gave up on the Jedi or even the whole galaxy for that matter. The character you see in those movies is not Luke. Luke isn't a quitter. He's not a pessimist. He's a leader. He's inspirational. And he's always there for his friends in times of need. Another character is Han Solo. He's introduced to us in A New Hope as a loner, a man who cares only for himself and nobody else. But by the end of Return of the Jedi, that all turns around when he finally finds friends he can trust and a true love to spend the rest of his life with. And that's exactly what he does in the Expanded Universe. Han is a devoted husband and father to Leia and their kids. He loves his family above all else. In the new movies, Han turns out to be a selfish deadbeat dad who ran out on his family when things get tough. It's a complete 180 from the character that we saw from Return of the Jedi. Now, another thing the EU does is it rewards its readers. Attention to detail when it comes to continuity has never been done at such a level as when it was performed by the Expanded Universe. Avid readers will constantly be rewarded for their diligence as comics, novels, video games, and even children's books share connections throughout the entire series, making it almost a flawless, continuous story. And though it has its minor flaws, it's still the best overall story and continuity out there, period. That's what the EU does. It respects and rewards its readers. And that's the best reason you should give it a try. Long live the Expanded Universe.
Another happy landing.